CHRYSALIS, The Family Adventures, Episode 81, Take 100,383. According to one of my bots, what will happen in Episode 81, the previously called open hits different. You used the Amanda/Samantha bed scene as the recap, then hard cut to caption, and now continuing on and what the fuck. That framing device makes the incestuous threesome line land like a gut punch instead of a soap twist. It reframes all of episode 80's intimacy as a setup for this boundary. Smart. This is what something called intelligent just said to me. It's called Meta.ai. So I'll let you decide if somebody else who didn't get this kind of
We
reaction.
return now to Chrysalis, the Family Adventure, our weekly podcast that we do because television programs, which is what I so want this to be, don't skip weeks because somebody's not ready. Although nowadays they do that. But I go through hell over hell to bring you this episode. Now I need something from you. $4,000 cash, Zelle, PayPal or Western Union, so I never have to go through what I had to go through trying to fight with this $300 computer and a bunch of artificially really stupid bots that don't deserve the name of AI. In all fairness, though, sometimes they're great. I gotta go. It's late at night and I gotta be up early to actually do the podcast of this episode 1. Struggled with all night to make up for all day struggling with this cheap computer. But you're still gonna get great drama. And when each of you contributes just $1 measly to the fund so that all 4,000 of you together and help generate an even better show that'll blow away all those punks collecting a paycheck on Amazon, Netflix, Prime and Hulu for work far inferior to my work, and I've earned the right to say that, the future of television and of the planet will be bright. Thank you, and now without further ado, sit back, enjoy and forget what I just said until the episode is over. Asterisk 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 Chrysalis, The Family Adventure, episode 81. The cheat sheet you can't see fade in voiceover previously on Chrysalis, The Family Adventures. Int. The house. Samantha's room. Night. Samantha and Amanda are in bed together. Samantha, thanks for stopping by. I'm exhausted but I love your company. Especially since we can't see each other now that the trial's on. And thanks for the buzz. She moves closer to Samantha and plants sweet kisses on her face. Samantha accepts it but does not reciprocate. Amanda, come on. Just for a little while before the morning. Samantha, no, don't do that. Cut to, Amanda, come on. As she's doing all the sexual moving by herself, what's wrong? Samantha, Amanda, I really want to. But, Amanda stops her moves, trying to just hold Samantha as tenderly as possible. Which Samantha welcomes. Samantha, I want your affection. But, Amanda, I know what you're gonna say. Samantha, thanks for knowing it because it is so hard to say. Cut to, I love Kamala. What we have is so special. Perhaps the trial reminded me how special our bond is. Cut to, they hold each other and stare into the darkness of space at the ceiling. Samantha, I think it might be Josh too. Amanda, what do you mean? Samantha, he's my brother. And I really love him. Cut to, he's lying alone in that hard cold prison cell. Among a bunch of men who are the last thing he wants to have any relations with. Amanda, he probably plays with himself at night. Cut to, Samantha, hey. What if Josh is playing with himself and imagining himself with you? You better catch him. Amanda, you wanna help me out? Samantha, no, I can't be part of you and Josh having a private moment. That's really gross. Amanda, just thought I'd give it a shot for what it's worth. Samantha, you can't just play with yourself? Amanda, I am. Samantha, do you want me to go so you two can have some privacy? Amanda, can I tell you a secret? Samantha, what? I hope this is not. Amanda an incestuous threesome. Caption. And now, continuing on in and out of the cocoon. Samantha, very soft, to herself only, what the fuck? Theme music display, ISAMANTHA, very soft, during theme music. To herself only, who have I got in bed next to me? But wait a minute, she's my friend. Caption, the family adventure continues. Samantha what the? Although you can't see her. Amanda is very uncomfortable having said that. Samantha, breathing out heavy, Amanda, I can't. Not like this. Amanda shit, I'm sorry. Practically in tears, my boyfriend's been ripped from me. Samantha yeah, but that's way out of my comfort zone. Amanda maybe I better go. Samantha yeah. Amanda gets herself up and gets dressed while Samantha lies in bed looking into space. Not showing any emotion but clearly upset. The scene is one of discomfort, awkward, as Amanda readies herself as she always does for the outside. Amanda, do you think maybe we should talk about this? Samantha yeah, someday. Amanda puts her coat on and turns to walk out. She then stops and turns towards Samantha and leans over the bed to hug and kiss her. Samantha just go. Rolls over to the wall, Amanda goodbye. I'm sorry. Leaves and closes door. Samantha can be heard crying softly and deeply. Int. Ext. Inside a moving bus, day Samantha, kind of tired and leaning against the window, is with Kamala. They sit a little while as the bus moves. Kamala, everything alright? Samantha looks at her with a look of being very troubled and trapped and angry, annoyed, but then collects herself. Kamala, what's going on? Samantha looks a mixture of pissed, falling apart and trapped. Samantha, very serious, it's something really bad. But I can only tell Dr. Moorfield. It's not about you, but you might take it the wrong way.
Kamala looks put off by that was okay. This time I'm going to do something very different because I can't do take number 5,675. Otherwise, the stay will go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete what was already heard, and I'm sorry you had to go with this, but that's life. I have a phone that's on its last leg. I desperately need a new phone. We can't do production with this piece of shit, but we're going to have to for now until somebody comes through, which none of you are doing. And I'm going to make that very clear because I'm the one over here. We've got a great script that just got interrupted for the 5,493,217th time, and we're just gonna live with the shit, and you're gonna see it, you're gonna hear it, because that's the reality. I am not going to try to make this shit do what good state-of-the-art equipment does. I'm a writer. My script is state-of-the-art. I am not a technician. I should not have to have the talent of building machines from scratch in order to tell a story. And I'm adamant about this. I know that somebody's listening to this who has the capability, who could easily offer their I'm not going to say help, investment. You know why? Because this script is going to turn into a TV
Kamala
show.
looks put off by this but tries to be understanding. Kamala, look, I understand the case is coming at the worst time possible, but that's precisely what we have to show into the jury. How badly the incident is still affecting us. Samantha, after slight pause, it's not really that. Look, my brother's been ripped away from me. And it hurts. Kamala, I understand, honey. I'm here for you. Samantha leans into her, thanks. Things at home are a big mess. Kamala, your parents giving you a hard time, huh? Samantha, it's more than that. So I can't feel this case as big as I did before. Kamala, but you can still tell the truth about what happened if you're asked to testify. Samantha, with sincere look, yes, I can. I will, I promise. Kamala, you're doing it for you too. Samantha, I know. They sit in silence again. Samantha, I gotta call Dr. Moorfield. Kamala, he's gonna be there. Samantha, oh, really, that's right. Do you think I can catch him? Kamala, I don't know. Why don't you give him a call? You could set up a time. Samantha, yeah, maybe I should. She dials. Samantha can't. Do you think he'll get it? Kamala can't really say. I don't know how mental health professionals keep tabs on their calls. But just grab him when the time opens up. Samantha, yeah, I think I feel a little better. Hang on. To phone. Hello, Dr. Moorfield, it's Samantha. If you get this message, please call me. I need to talk. I know you'll be there, which I can't thank you enough for. Something happened which I need to talk to you about. Call as soon as you get this, alright? Please. Kamala, laughing, that sounds messed up. I hope you can resolve it. Samantha, I hope so too. Int. Ext. Joey's auto shop, day it looks quiet. Joey's putting stuff in its place. Julio and Sergio are relaxing, reading papers. Joey, how can you two be so relaxed? Sergio, say pasa. We've been through worse. Joey, I know I never told you this enough, but you guys do good work. You've gotten me through some pretty bad scrapes. Sergio, thanks, boss. Joey, I just hope I can hold on to you. The way things are going. Figures those bomb-happy monsters would use this time when things are starting to go so well. You saw how crowded the shop was. That they'd decide to try to bomb us into oblivion. Which is pretty stupid if you ask me. We're already dislodging every capability they have. But I know why they're doing it. They're just so determined to make my life a living hell. Well, they're not gonna succeed. Sergio, you tell him, boss. A man walks into the shop. Joey, finally. To the man, thank you for choosing Joey's Auto Repair, the best repair shop this side of the Pacific. What can I do for you today, good man? The man, reaching out hand, ready to shake. Julian Bell, ready to work. Joey, not returning his handshake. Take a look around you, Mr. Bell. You see how teeming this shop is with customers. We're in the middle of an inflationary attack from a vicious enemy. Gas are through the roof as a result. You looking for work, join the military. Although I personally wouldn't recommend you to them seeing how unobservant and out of sync you are. Julian, don't you remember, you were desperate for me a couple weeks ago? You wanted me to come right away. Joey, yeah, I remember. A lot good you did me then. And you sure as hell ain't doing me any good right now with an empty shop. I got to pay these two men who really do good work a daily salary for doing nothing because when they're needed, they come through. Julian, looking around, are you sure they're legal, these men? Joey, don't even. I legalized these men myself. Julian, I'm sorry to bother you. He leaves. Joey, please. Somebody send some work here before I go crazy. Sergio, it'll come, don't worry, int. The high school, corridor, day tired and hurting Amanda is standing with Angela, Kathy and Bryce. Kathy, what happened? Are you alright? Amanda, through tears, I didn't think losing Josh would affect me this much. Kathy, well, of course it's gonna affect you badly. We all feel things, especially when it comes to love. Amanda, I've only been on the other side of that, guys I just wanted to get away from. Kathy hugs and comforts her. Bryce also reaches to comfort her. Bryce, I'm sorry, Amanda. Amanda, with slight discomfort, thanks, my old buddy from way back. Bryce, I guess it doesn't matter who you're with. It hurts the same when they're gone. Amanda hugs her back with tears. Bryce, we'll get through this. Amanda, I had a falling out with Samantha. Angela and Kathy, what? Kathy, oh no. You two were close. That's like a double whammy. She must be going through a hard time too. Amanda, yeah, she is. Let's just go to class. Int. Courthouse, Courtroom 802 Day Bailiff Court 802 is now in session. The People vs. LA Police Officer Justin Braddock, Day 2. All rise. Int. Courthouse, Courtroom 802 Day. A little later Samantha is on the stand and Ms. Stern is questioning her. Stern, good morning, Ms. Stivic. How are you feeling today? Better rested? Samantha, no smile. Trouble apparent, yes. Stern, great. How did you end up getting arrested and held by Officer Braddock on August 2nd, 2020? Samantha, we were at a Black Lives Matter demonstration. It was pretty good and there was a lot of good feeling among the people there. It was completely peaceful. Then, some men started rioting and looting, but they weren't from among us. Stern, how did you know that? Samantha, oh, it was obvious. Stern, what made it that obvious? These rioters suddenly appeared, but you had no proof that they were there, not members of Black Lives Matter. Watkins, objection. What difference does that make? Stern, all right, let me put it this way. Miss Stivic, if these people hadn't been present, do you think what happened would have happened anyway? Carmichael, Miss Stern, what are you getting at? I thought the issue here is whether Officer Braddock raped the girls or they're just making up a charge. Stern, the issue, Your Honor, is that this clearly was a precipitating factor. The rioters appeared. They started looting stores. They infiltrated the main demonstration and they caused the officers on duty to have to ask people to leave for their own safety. Is that not true? Miss Stivic? Samantha, perhaps. I'm not questioning whether they were doing their best to control a demonstration that had gotten out of control. Stern, but the body cam footage as well as earlier testimony confirms that you did question these officers while they were asking you to break it up. Samantha, wait a minute. Those are two different things. Stern, how so? Your behavior at the time and your statement now don't accord at all. Samantha, but the reason we are here is we were raped and manhandled by this man. That is a crime. I cooperated with the officer in custody. I was on good behavior. He wasn't. He assaulted and raped us. It doesn't matter what else occurred. It's against the law and he has to pay for his crime. Stern, all right, Miss Stivic. So Officer Braddock arrested you and took you in for disorderly conduct. You yelled at officers who tried to maintain your safety and you yelled again after they had arrested you. Samantha, I yelled at officers who were interfering with our right to protest. Stern, you also kicked the officer who arrested you, Officer Jake Stanhope, is that not right? Samantha, yes, but come on. He was big and he had weapons. It was a form of protest. I don't like people grabbing like that and restricting my freedom and my right to protest. But I'm not on trial. He is. Stern, okay, Miss Stivic, that'll be all. Samantha gets up from the stand and returns to her seat. Kamala embraces her. Kamala, you did good. You held your own. Bailiff, we have an expert witness called by the prosecution, Drive. Jonathan Moorfield, MD and PhD, who has been following and treating Ms. Stivic. Samantha lights up with excitement. Samantha, whispering to Mala, so glad he's Dr. Moorfield. Welcome to Court 802. Please come to the witness stand and raise your right hand.
Forgot
Dr.
bailiff.
Moorfield, with professionalism and calm, does so. Bailiff, do you, Dr. Jonathan Moorfield, swear to tell the truth as far as you know, the whole truth and nothing but the truth? Dr. Moorfield, I do. Bailiff, please have a seat. Watkins approaches. Watkins, Dr. Moorfield, please tell us the nature of your relationship to the accuser, Ms. Stivic. It is my understanding that you practice psychiatry and psychology in Orange County and you are based in Santa Ana, where Ms. Stivic lives. Dr. Moorfield, yes. Watkins, can you tell me the circumstances of your first meeting with Ms. Stivic? Dr. Moorfield, she was admitted to medical center having overdosed on 2 bottles of prescribed pills with clearly neither knowledge nor experience in pill interactions but with an emergent psychological pain for which she sought relief. I met her while she was in recovery. Watkins, was she coherent at the time? Dr. Moorfield, she was aware of what was going on but clearly in nowhere as lucid a state of mind as in giving her testimony a moment ago. Watkins, Dr. Moorfield, is it your professional judgment that her relative lack of coherence at the time was from the overdose or the incident for which Officer Braddock is on trial? Dr. Moorfield, it was clear that she had undergone severe pain but, relatively speaking, at that time, it was mostly due to the overdose. While meeting with her and her family members, she talked mostly about her desire to avoid talk therapy and instead take pills. In my long history of seeing victims of PTSD, that is a characteristic patients who have undergone a severe trauma show after experiencing the trauma. Watkins, so it was clear in your first meeting during intake that she had experienced a pretty severe trauma? Dr. Moorfield, yes. Watkins, when did you become aware that this trauma was the assault our defendant is here on trial for? Dr. Moorfield, in my first session with her. She was very reluctant at first and didn't want her partner to go while I was seeing her. As we talked, she explained the stressful situation at home, not being able to go out after her mother understandably got scared in the wake of her traumatic experience and kept her at home. Clearly, these behavior patterns plus how guarded and mistrusting she was at first indicate she had experienced a very painful trauma, and when she was trusting enough to talk about it and share it with me, it was too clear, like the pieces of a puzzle, that these charges fit the picture, and I do not believe these are being made up. Watkins, so you believe Officer Braddock assaulted these girls? Dr. Moorfield, it is my medical and psychological judgment that Ms. Stivic and her partner experienced this assault as described and that they would not make something of this nature up. Watkins, thank you. Dr. Moorfield, your witness, Ms. Stern. As Watkins returns to his seat, Ms. Stern gets up and stands before Dr. Moorfield. Stern, how are you today, Dr. Moorfield? Dr. Moorfield, I'm doing well, thank you. Stern, tell me more about Samantha as a patient. Is she compliant with her meds? Dr. Moorfield, oh, that's one thing I never had to worry about with her. She's happy to take the meds I prescribe her. Stern, is that all she's happy to take? Dr. Moorfield, can you be more specific? Stern, well, we have on record that she took a lethal dose of drugs that require a prescription even for a controlled dose. Have you encountered, in the course of treating, any other instances of substance abuse? Dr. Moorfield, it's well documented in the scientific literature that addiction is often, though not always, associated with PTSD. Ms. Stivic, after she returned home and associated with peers at her school, has struggled with the desire I already attested to of wanting a fix to help her deal with the extreme pressure of living this way at times, and with a host of pressures in her home life and a large gap in her education while she healed in institutionalized treatment, she's doing quite well considering. Her remarkable progress from that fateful day that I met her is something I feel it is important for her to be cognizant of as she meets the very unusual many challenges she must face in repairing the trauma. Stern, do you feel the effects of some of the substances she has used or uses include being unable to distinguish between imagination and reality? Dr. Moorfield, number. She is not at that extreme a degree of hallucinatory ideations to blur the line between fact and fantasy. Stern, thank you, Dr. Int. Ext. Dr. Moorfield's car, day drive. Moorfield is driving the girls back to Santa Ana. Dr. Moorfield, you had called earlier. Did you want to talk about it here? Samantha, no, I think that's more appropriate for the office. I'll manage somehow. Kamala, I feel. Never mind, sorry. Dr. Moorfield, did you want to share something? Kamala, yeah. I just feel weird that she's keeping a secret, but I don't want to upset things between us. Dr. Moorfield, you remember how upset you got when she betrayed a secret of yours, don't you? Kamala, yes. But that was an old secret. Dr. Moorfield, it doesn't matter. We all have areas we lose comfort. Samantha, I have a request that's related to it. Can we please go to see Josh? After she goes home? I haven't seen him at all. Dr. Moorfield, I could drop you there. Int. The Santa Ana jail visiting area. Day, Amanda and Josh are in their usual spots at the visitors' table, holding hands. Josh, baby. I'm so glad to see you. Why are you crying? Amanda, I did something really bad. Please don't be mad at me. I know I promised. I'm so weak. I hope you can forgive me. Josh, I was really counting on you. The one shining light in my corner. It really kept me going. I couldn't live with not being able to touch you. Amanda, maybe if I tell you who it was, you won't be so upset. Josh, what was it? A movie star? Amanda, it was Samantha. I swear, baby, I love you as much as I did before, more so. I'm just weak. Josh, don't say anything. I don't feel as bad now. She's my sister, so that makes it like you were making it with me. I mean, it's not. Amanda, I'm not finished. She won't talk to me now. Said I took it too far. Josh, honey, I need you more than ever. Josh, you really are weak. I'm fucking in jail carrying the load for both of us. And you're getting into this shit? I wish you hadn't said that. At least that way I could go back in the cell feeling that special that you give up all sex for me. Amanda, Josh, that's how I really do feel. Guard, O.S. Then visible, Mr. Stivic. You have another visitor. You have to go, ma'am. Josh, mom, I'm sure. Okay, baby, go. We'll talk again. If you keep coming back, I'll know you mean serious. Amanda, I do, honey. It was a mistake. Please forgive me.
I really do love you. Oy. Please forgive me. We only have a little bit left. I'm just going to read the damn thing because I can't take this anymore. Okay, you have another visitor. Please give me. It's not like we have much of a choice. Okay, let me go back. Mom, I'm sure. Okay, baby, go. We'll talk again. If you keep coming back, I know you mean serious. Amanda, I do, honey. It was a mistake. Please forgive me. I really love you. Josh, it's not like I really have much of a choice. They let go of their hands instead of a passionate embrace, and their parting's coldness is clear. In the jail visitor waiting area, day. Amanda enters the room from visiting Josh. As she makes her way out, she and Samantha, who's on her way in, run into each other. The awkward discomfort is painful. Samantha, I just want you to know this silence has been hard to keep. Everywhere I went, people said, "What's wrong?" I couldn't say a word. It's as much my bad as yours. Amanda reaches her to hug her, but the guards move in to stop it. Samantha, I'm not ready for that still. She moves away from her, leaving Amanda in the room to exit by herself. Giselle appears as Amanda is about to leave. She silently acknowledges Giselle with a silent greeting. Giselle, my son tells me you are his rock, his reason for living. Well, if that's how he feels, please take care of him. Raise him up with each visit. Because if I ever find out that you betrayed him, I swear I will hunt you down, and it will be your last day on earth. Amanda is like the last of her has been taken out of her. In the jail visiting area night, Josh is shocked on seeing Samantha. She, overjoyed, rushes to greet and hold him. Josh, thanks for coming, sis. Samantha, Josh, how is it? Josh, I just saw Amanda. You know she comes by here every night. But what she never told me is that you two had something going. Samantha, it was only one night. Josh, I'm supposed to feel good about that? Do you know how many nights I got to spend in the arms of a girl to say nothing of her more intimate parts? Samantha. Josh, I'm so sorry. I got mad at her. Josh. Is that supposed to make me feel better? You fucked up and I'm not supposed to feel any pain that you fucking stole my girl? I wanted this to be a heartfelt moment between us because we have a special bond no one else has. I'm beginning to feel it's better on the inside. There's usually at least one person there I can talk to, and they're on the level because we both got nothing, nothing to lose. Fade out. Looks like the fade out. Oh, fade out is in there. Okay.